International Royals TV. Thank you for clicking. And today we'll be discussing Queen Elizabeth II's life history, part 14. And yesterday we discussed part 13, which was called Pandemic and Widowhood. So today we are going to be on session number 14, which is called Platinum Jubilee and Beyond. So please thumbs up if you haven't already, and also please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So let's get into it. Queen Elizabeth II's life history, Platinum Jubilee and beyond. Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee celebrations began on 6th of February 2022, marking 70 years since her accession. In her accession day message, she renewed her commitment to a lifetime of public service, which she had originally made in 1947. Later that month, Elizabeth fell ill with COVID-19, along with several family members. I don't remember the Queen getting COVID. Okay, apparently she did. I am reading from source Wikipedia, so that's what they said. That's what it is. Let's continue. But she only exhibited mild cold-like symptoms. Oh, okay. I thought it wasn't serious. And recovered by the end of the month. Okay, that was good. She was present at the service of Thanksgiving for her husband at Westminster Abbey on 29th of March, but was unable to attend both the annual Commonwealth Day service that month and the Royal Maundy service in April because of the episodic mobility problems. Okay, that's understandable. In May, she missed the state opening of Parliament for the first time in 59 years. Wow, that must have affected her. You know, when you've been present for something for so many years and then all of a sudden you can't attend, that must have really affected her. But she always gets all things quickly and in her own way. So she must have got over it, but she must have felt that. This is because it says in May she missed the state opening of Parliament for the first time in 59 years. Wow, she must have felt like she broke the tradition, but obviously it wasn't her fault. Let's continue. She did not attend the state openings in 1959 and 1963 as she was pregnant with Prince Andrew and Prince Edward, respectively. The Queen was largely confined to balcony appearances during the public Jubilee celebrations, and she missed the national service of Thanksgiving on 3rd of June. On 13th of June, she became the second longest reigning monarch in history among those whose exact dates of reign are known, with 70 years, 127 days on the throne, surpassing King, I can't pronounce this, Bhumibol Adieu, oh my goodness. Adieu, I've murdered the name. I'm so sorry. I can't pronounce this name. This King of Thailand. On 6th of September, she appointed her 15th British Prime Minister, Liz Truss, at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. This was the only occasion on which Elizabeth received a new Prime Minister at a location other than Buckingham Palace. No other British monarch appointed as many prime ministers. Oh, wow. Okay, let's continue. The Queen's last public message was issued on 7th of September, in which she expressed her sympathy for those affected by the, oh my gosh, it's another word I can't pronounce. Saskatchewan stabbings? Sorry, I mispronounced that. Let's continue. Elizabeth did not plan to abdicate, though she took on fewer public engagements in her later years and Prince Charles performed more of her duties. She told Canadian Governor General Adrienne Clarkson in a meeting in 2002 that she would never abdicate, saying it's not our tradition. She never wanted to abdicate. I don't know if you recently saw in the news, Queen of Denmark did abdicate the throne, didn't she? For Prince Frederick and Princess Mary at the time. Now they're Queen Mary and Prince King Frederick of Denmark. Yeah, I know the Queen of Denmark abdicated the throne, but Elizabeth said she's not abdicating the throne, so she rided it out to the very end. She said she's not abdicating. But yeah, let's continue. Let me read that part again. She told the Canadian Governor General, Adrienne Clarkson, in a meeting in 2002 that she would never abdicate, saying it's not our tradition. Although, I suppose, if I became completely gaga, one would have to do something. Wow. The Queen and her great personality. I can just imagine her saying that in her accent as well. Look at this. I have to read that again. She said, she said she would never abdicate the throne, saying it's not our tradition. Although I suppose if I became completely gaga, one would have to do something. I wish I heard her actually saying that face to face, don't you? Ah. Anyway, let's continue. In June 2022, Elizabeth met the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, who came away thinking there is someone who has no fear of death, has hope in the future, knows the rock on which he stands, and that gives her the strength. That is amazing. So that brings us to the end of session number 14, which was called Platinum Jubilee and Beyond. And sadly, the next session we'll be talking about the Queen's death, Queen Elizabeth II's death. So that will be a subject for tomorrow, and that will be session number 15. So if you haven't already caught up with the Queen Elizabeth II's life history, the playlist is on the community tab, and also it's in the playlist section. You can catch up with that. We've got parts 1 to 14 in there already, 1 to 13 in there already, and I'm going to include 14, which is today's one. I'm going to include that